Over 80% of self-made millionaires read books every single day, while most people spend hours scrolling through social media or binge watching shows. Why would someone who already has millions or even billions of dollars still spend so much time reading? The answer might surprise you. Today, we're going to uncover the real reason why the rich read and why this habit might be the missing key to your own financial freedom. If you're passionate about success, wealth, and becoming the best version of yourself, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our weekly videos here on Secrets to Wealth. And if you find this video inspiring, don't forget to drop a like because it really helps the channel grow and keeps us bringing you powerful content. Millionaires don't read because they're bored or trying to kill time. They read because they know something most people don't. Books are shortcuts. A single book can give you decades of experience, failures, and insights from someone who has already walked the path. And you get it all for just a few dollars and a few hours of your time. That's not just reading, that's leverage. And here's the best part. You don't need to be rich to start this habit. You just need curiosity, discipline, and the willingness to learn. Because knowledge is like compound interest. The more you feed your brain, the more valuable it becomes over time. So, grab your notebook, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why millionaires dedicate time every single day to reading, and how you can use the same habit to start rewriting your own financial story. Reading is one of the most powerful tools millionaires use to sharpen their minds and expand their opportunities. They know that every page holds the potential to change the way they think, solve problems, and make decisions. While the average person may look at reading as a chore, the wealthy see it as an investment in themselves. Think about it. A book written by a successful entrepreneur, investor, or innovator is essentially a roadmap showing you the mistakes to avoid and the strategies to follow. Instead of paying the price of failure in real life, millionaires pay a few dollars for a book and gain priceless wisdom. This is why Warren Buffett spends hours every day reading, why Bill Gates takes reading vacations where he consumes book after book, and why Elon Musk taught himself rocket science by studying volumes that others might have ignored. They treat books as mentors, as silent teachers who guide them to new heights. The truth is, reading develops focus, patience, and clarity, qualities essential for making sound financial decisions. In a world filled with distractions, millionaires know that the ability to think deeply sets them apart from the crowd. They don't chase information, they curate it, absorb it, and use it to create wealth. When you open a book, you're not just reading words, you're stepping into the mind of someone who has already achieved greatness. That is the real secret behind why the wealthy make reading a daily, non-negotiable habit. So what exactly do millionaires read every day? The answer might surprise you, because it's not always business books or finance manuals. Their reading lists are diverse and intentional, designed to strengthen every area of their lives. They read biographies to learn from the struggles and victories of great leaders. They read history to understand the cycles of society, economies, and human behavior. They read psychology to master decision-making and influence. And yes, they also read books on money, investing, and entrepreneurship to stay sharp in their fields. By feeding their minds with this wide range of knowledge, they build a mental library of tools they can draw upon when making important choices. Imagine having access to hundreds of mentors across different industries and time periods. This is exactly what millionaires create for themselves through reading. Every book becomes a seed planted in their mind, and over time, those seeds grow into powerful ideas, innovations, and opportunities. The average person might say, "I don't have time to read." But the wealthy flip that thinking around. They say, "I don't have time not to read," because they know that skipping this habit means missing out on wisdom that could save them from costly mistakes or open doors to million-dollar opportunities. One of the most interesting things about millionaire reading habits is how consistent they are. It's not about reading when they feel like it or when they happen to have spare time. It's about making reading a daily ritual. Some do it early in the morning before the world gets busy. Others do it late at night as a way to wind down. But the point is that it's scheduled intentional, and protected from distractions. They treat reading time with the same importance as a meeting with a business partner or a workout at the gym. This consistency compounds over years, turning small daily sessions into vast reservoirs of knowledge. Think of it like building wealth in a bank account. Every page is a deposit, and over time, the balance grows larger and larger. Most people underestimate how much even 15 or 30 minutes a day can add up. But millionaires know that by committing to those minutes every day, they are giving themselves an edge that multiplies. They're not trying to consume information passively either. Many of them take notes, highlight passages, and apply what they read directly to their businesses or personal lives. Reading for them isn't entertainment, it's strategy. This strategy of active reading is what separates millionaires from casual readers. They don't just flip through pages for the sake of finishing a book, they mine it for gold. When they read, they ask themselves questions like, how can I apply this idea to my business? Or, what mistake can I avoid by learning from this person's story? Every insight is a potential game changer, and they make sure not to let those insights slip away. Some keep journals where they record their thoughts, others summarize each book they finish, and many revisit important titles again and again until the lessons are deeply ingrained. This habit transforms reading from passive consumption into a form of mentorship and personal coaching. And here's the fascinating part. Because millionaires are constantly applying what they learn, they turn knowledge into action faster than most people. While the average reader might say, that was a good book, and then move on, the wealthy say, that was a good book. Now let me test this strategy in the real world. That shift in mindset is where the real power of reading lies. Over time, this habit of reading and applying knowledge creates a massive advantage. Imagine two people starting at the same point in life. One spends their free time on entertainment, the other spends it reading and learning. 10 years later, the difference between them is night and day. The reader has accumulated thousands of hours of wisdom, countless strategies, and a mindset sharpened by the experiences of great thinkers. That knowledge translates into better decisions, stronger opportunities, and ultimately, greater wealth. Millionaires understand this long-term payoff, which is why they guard their reading habit so fiercely. They know that one idea from a book could save them millions or open up a path that changes their entire future. Reading isn't just about gathering information. It's about shaping identity, developing perspective, and building the mental strength required to achieve extraordinary success. And the best part is, this habit is available to anyone. It doesn't require a fortune, special connections, or advanced degrees. It only requires the discipline to pick up a book and commit to learning every single day. Think about the kinds of opportunities that open up when you approach life with the knowledge you've gathered from hundreds of books. You start to see patterns others miss, you anticipate challenges before they arrive, and you connect ideas in ways that spark innovation. This is why so many millionaires credit reading as the foundation of their creativity and problem-solving ability. They don't wait for inspiration to strike. They cultivate it daily by feeding their minds. And because they read from such a wide variety of subjects, they can draw insights across fields. A principle from psychology might help them improve marketing. A lesson from history might guide them through an economic downturn. A biography might show them the resilience needed to push through setbacks. All of these insights add layers of depth to their thinking, making them more adaptable and more resilient than the average person. In a fast-changing world, adaptability is priceless, and reading gives them the mental flexibility to thrive, no matter what challenges come their way. Another powerful reason millionaires read every day is because it keeps them humble and hungry. No matter how much wealth they accumulate, they know there is always more to learn. The world is constantly changing. New technologies emerge, industries evolve, and fresh challenges arise. Reading ensures they never fall behind. It reminds them that success is not a destination, but a journey of continuous growth. By staying students of life, they remain open to new ideas and avoid the trap of arrogance that causes many people to stagnate. This humility keeps their curiosity alive, and curiosity fuels innovation. When a millionaire reads, they aren't just gathering knowledge. They're training their minds to stay flexible, to ask questions, and to challenge assumptions. That mindset is exactly what helps them spot opportunities before others even realize they exist. In this way, books don't just make them smarter, they keep them grounded and focused on becoming better every single day. Some millionaires even credit specific books with transforming their lives. Think of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, which has influenced countless entrepreneurs for generations. Or Benjamin Graham's The Intelligent Investor, which shaped Warren Buffett's entire philosophy on investing. These aren't just books, they're turning points, guiding readers toward new paths and better decisions. When millionaires find a book that resonates with them, they don't just read it once and forget it. They study it, revisit it, and internalize its lessons until those principles become second nature. This is why you'll often hear wealthy people quoting lines from books or sharing the titles that shaped their journeys. They treat books as companions on their path to success, sources of wisdom they can return to whenever they need clarity or direction. And the truth is, every one of us has access to the same wisdom. The same books that guided the world's wealthiest minds are available to anyone willing to open them. The only difference lies in the choice to read and apply what we learn. Millionaires also understand that reading helps them control one of the most valuable assets they have, their time. In a world where distractions are everywhere, it's easy to waste hours on activities that add nothing to our lives. Reading, on the other hand, is a high-value activity that compounds over time. By choosing to read instead of scrolling endlessly or watching meaningless content, they are deliberately investing their hours into growth. This discipline separates them from the crowd. They don't see reading as something to do when they're free. They see it as a priority that shapes their future. And because they protect their reading time, they develop stronger focus, sharper thinking, and a deeper ability to make decisions under pressure. In fact, many wealthy people say that their greatest ideas often come after a period of deep reading and reflection. It's in those quiet moments, away from the noise of the world, that inspiration strikes and life-changing opportunities reveal themselves. Another overlooked benefit of daily reading is the way it builds emotional intelligence. Millionaires know that success is not just about numbers and strategies, it's also about understanding people. By reading biographies, psychology books, and even great literature, they gain insights into human behavior, motivation, and leadership. This knowledge helps them build stronger relationships, negotiate better deals, and inspire the people around them. Emotional intelligence often makes the difference between a good leader and a great one, and books are one of the fastest ways to develop it. When you step into the shoes of a character in a story or learn from the struggles of a historical figure, you expand your ability to empathize and connect. Millionaires apply this understanding in business meetings, partnerships, and everyday interactions, giving them an advantage that money alone can't buy. Reading shapes not only their intellect, but also their ability to lead with influence and wisdom. This is why so many wealthy individuals create personal libraries in their homes and offices. To them, books aren't just decorations or symbols of intelligence. They are tools of transformation. Walking into a room lined with bookshelves is like stepping into a vault of possibilities, each title holding the potential to spark a new idea or provide a solution to a current challenge. These libraries serve as daily reminders that growth never stops. Even after reaching financial success, millionaires surround themselves with knowledge to stay sharp, inspired, and ready for the next opportunity. They know that the moment they stop learning, they start falling behind. Their libraries are not trophies of what they've read, but living collections they constantly return to, explore, and expand. In this way, books become part of their environment, shaping their mindset and fueling their ambitions every single day. Another key aspect of millionaire reading habits is that they don't limit themselves to ideas they already agree with. They deliberately seek out perspectives that challenge their thinking, because they know growth happens outside of comfort zones. By exposing themselves to different viewpoints, industries, and philosophies, they expand their ability to adapt and innovate. For example, a tech entrepreneur might read about ancient history to understand cycles of power, or an investor might study biology to gain insights into systems and patterns. This cross pollination of ideas often leads to breakthroughs that others would never consider. Millionaires aren't afraid of being wrong, they're afraid of being stagnant. Reading widely gives them the courage to question assumptions, the wisdom to adjust strategies, and the vision to see opportunities that remain invisible to those who limit themselves to familiar information. This openness to new ideas is one of the biggest reasons they continue to grow even after achieving success. The consistency of this habit also shows how millionaires view success as a lifestyle rather than a single achievement. They know that wealth is not built overnight, but through small, disciplined actions repeated over years. Reading is one of those actions. It doesn't give instant gratification, but it quietly compounds in the background, shaping thoughts, sharpening skills, and preparing them for opportunities when they arise. Many people search for shortcuts to wealth, but millionaires understand that the real shortcut is found in the pages of books, where decades of experience are condensed into lessons you can absorb in days. This is why they never stop, even after reaching their goals. They are committed to lifelong learning because they recognize that the moment you stop improving yourself, you risk losing everything you've built. Reading is their way of staying prepared, staying competitive, and staying ahead. It's also important to recognize that millionaires use reading to fuel their vision. Big dreams require big ideas, and books provide the inspiration to think beyond current limitations. When they read about the journeys of great innovators, leaders, and creators, they see proof that impossible goals can be achieved. This fuels their belief in their own potential and gives them the courage to pursue bold opportunities. Books become a source of motivation during tough times, reminding them that others have faced setbacks and still triumphed. They learn that failure is not the end, but often the beginning of something greater. This perspective keeps them resilient when challenges come their way. Instead of giving up, they lean on the lessons they've absorbed from the pages of countless stories. Reading, in this sense, is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about building the inner strength to keep pushing forward when most people would quit. This resilience is one of the greatest gifts that reading provides. Millionaires understand that setbacks are inevitable on the path to success, but how you respond to them determines your future. By learning from the failures and recoveries of others through books, they gain the perspective needed to keep moving forward. They realize that every obstacle has been faced before, and that solutions can often be found in the wisdom of those who came before them. This knowledge turns challenges into opportunities for growth, rather than reasons to give up. When others see roadblocks, millionaires see lessons. Reading trains their minds to think this way automatically. Over time, this mindset becomes a powerful advantage, allowing them to remain calm under pressure, persistent in the face of adversity, and creative when searching for solutions. It's not luck that makes them successful, it's preparation, and books are one of the tools that prepare them best. So here's the truth. More than 80% of millionaires read every single day because they know books are the ultimate shortcut to success. Every page they turn gives them an edge. Every idea they absorb pushes them further ahead, and every lesson they apply brings them closer to their goals. The good news is, you don't need millions in the bank to start this habit. You can begin today with just one book. Imagine where you'll be a year from now if you commit to reading every single day. If you found this video inspiring, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Secrets to Wealth so you never miss the strategies that can change your life. And before you go, drop a comment below and tell us what book you're going to start with, because your journey to wealth might just begin on the very next page.